Hey guys, this is Deborah coming to you from Transwest RV here in Belton, Missouri. I got the great privilege of showing this amazing Tiffin coach today. It's short, but it's really sweet. What I love about it, as you can probably see, it's only 34 feet long, but there's a ton of space in here. I mean, talk about room. There's tons of room. We have this gorgeous couch over here, which you can actually fold out into a bed. So if you had guests to come over, you can. But as you can see, it's pretty spacious. The cushions come up really high. So if you have taller men in your family and you're just wanting a little more room, they have plenty of room to just sit back, relax. Backs come up really high. Beautiful floor in here. I love the color of this floor. It'd be super easy to clean, but also does hide a little bit of that dust when you're on the chalk roads as you're traveling throughout the United States. So depending on where you're going, if you're headed to California or Arkansas or going down south or up north, it's pretty neutral, which is pretty amazing. It also is very durable, so I think you'd really like that. To my right, as you can see, we do have a beautiful booth. Got nice cushions on it. You do have the option of being able to use this as a bed as well. So for those of you that have little ones or you're pet friendly, bigger dogs absolutely love using these as their bed as well. You'd be able to put this down. There's a cushion in the back that goes over the top, so you can convert it to be actually a bed. This is a Tiffin product. Tiffin is known for really high quality. They've been around for years. You're going to see that they use really nice hardware. I love the color of these cabinets. It just makes it feel really big and open. They did give you some touch-up paint in there as well, which is kind of nice in case you should ever have any little scuffs or anything like that. Another thing that I really love about this, we do have a TV here. It will be hidden just a little bit when you're going down the road, but it's a nice sized TV with a great sound bar. And if you are someone that loves the fireplaces, you do have the option of a fireplace built into here as well. To my right, you're going to see the kitchen area. For a smaller space, this is actually a really large kitchen. You got lots of cabinets. And as you can see, they're very well made as well. You do have things that are very household-like on the interior. We have remotes for all kinds of things. One great advantage of coming to Transwest versus other dealers is you will actually have a walk around with a technician that will go over all the equipment with you and show you exactly how it works. So for those of you that come in and ask me which one of these remotes goes to the TV, you've got several TVs in here. So we'll be able to show you exactly which ones pair to which particular TV. Once again, tons of storage room. The cabinets come all the way out. They are dovetailed. They're made very well, good high quality. I love the gas burners versus the electric. Everybody's a little different like that. If you would prefer the electric, we can order one for you if you'd prefer to have the electric, or we can actually have it converted, which we have done here before. So it's just totally up to you how you'd like to go about that. As you can see, there is like a little splash guard on it, which is really great. So if you're cooking or whatever, you don't have to worry about that getting on your glass in the back. You do have a nightshade that will come down here as well. But as you're cooking, if you're near the water, you just want to see the outdoors, it just feels brighter and really nice in here with that. A lot of people really love that option of having that bigger window. And just like all of the other brands right now, you do have a convection oven. It gives you lots of different options. So you can use this as a microwave, a convection oven. If you're needing to grill something in it, you do have all those options available. To my right, again, we do have a kitchen sink area. As you can see, this is a dual sink. It's got a residential head on it right here too, which is really nice when you're working in the kitchen. One thing I do like about the interior on this one, once again, as I told you before, I really like the light colors, but I like the fact they haven't put their own factory artwork on here. So you can pretty much do whatever you want to with it. If you just like the simple look of just having it clean like that, it's really nice just to have it open and clean like that too. You also have access to everything from here pretty easily. As you can see at the very bottom, which Katie is kind of pointing out for us with the camera, there actually is a space where you can plug in your vacuum too, which just makes it really easy to keep your coach nice and tidy. One thing about this particular coach that helps it to feel so much bigger, when this door is closed, you have a nice kitchen area. You do have a really large pantry area right here too, which will store lots of things for dry goods or whatever you need that for. But I love the fact that it's built into the wall, so it's kind of hidden. It has a nice lock on it, But you can store lots of things for your travel adventures as you're going down the road as well. Big residential refrigerator. You can fill it with tons of food if you're headed for, a nice trip to Minnesota or maybe Alaska and you want to take your own meat instead of eating elk meat or something like that. You'd be able to fill it up to the brim, or maybe you're headed south and you just want to keep nice cool drinks there when it gets nice and warm in the Texas area or in the Panhandle or whatever. So here's our walk-through bathroom. I love the fact that Tiffin took the time to put towel racks in here. I've had a lot of customers over the years complain about, where do I put my towels? Nobody puts those in. They did that in a really nice place. You have a little bit extra space in here. Nice big shower. It does have a little button on there for your aqua hot, so when the water actually warms up, you will know that it's hot because that button's going to be a bright color for you. But it's pretty spacious. Got a nice tall ceiling for you. Washer, dryer, pretty awesome to have it hidden right there in the bathroom. We're going to shut this just so you can see how pretty this looks once these are shut. And then we'll just do a quick walkthrough of the bathroom so you can see how spacious it is for such a small space. There's a ton of room too. These are really deep. Literally my hand goes all the way back to the wall to the top of my wrist. And it's pretty tall. So if you've got a lot of things that you want to store in there for his and hers, or maybe just hers and he can put his elsewhere, there's plenty of room for that. We do have quite a bit of space underneath here too for your shampoos or towels or whatever else that you're needing. And then there are two little drawers here that also are made very, very well as far as that part goes. This completes back through to the bedroom. The thing I like about this real quick is you can lock it from that side, but there's also a privacy door here. So the beautiful part of that is if you have guests, you could always use a restroom, lock the privacy door, and you have the privacy in your bedroom, but your guests can actually use the front as well without interfering either yourself or them as far as that part goes. We've got nice big closet space back here. I'm going to show you that as well. They do light up, so when you open it up, so if you're looking for something in the evening, maybe you want a dress jacket or something like that to go out, and maybe you just want a jeans jacket to go out and sit by the campfire, it just makes it really easy to find things when it lights up like that. There is an optional ladder at the front of our coach, which we're going to show you in a little bit. There's a bed that comes down, so you can actually take this ladder up front to use for that bed as well. Quite a bit of storage underneath here. Everybody talks about storage. There's never enough storage according to everybody that travels a lot, but you do have really nice big cabinets here. And then an egress window is here as well. We hope you never ever need it, but if you do, it's just nice to know there's an exit window in the bedroom area too. Back here, as you can see, we do have a really beautiful LG TV. It is on a bracket, so you can move it to make it a little bit easier to watch. They also have included a DVD Blu-ray in here and some more drawers, as you can see. And then this is the part everybody loves, the really comfy big bed. There is a nice big bed in here, plenty of space on each side to make the bed. There are little pin lights right above here, as well as behind the headboard. So if you're needing to read or work on your laptop or anything like that, that will help quite a bit. And then there's also really nice storage that goes pretty deep all the way back to the wall on the top here, 4 of them straight across, as you can see. I like the fact that they have made the windows to be vented as well. You do have day shades as well as night shades in here. So if you wanted to, black it out at night, you can definitely do that. But if you're somebody that just likes to have a little bit of sunlight during the day, you also could leave this open just to help prevent some of the heat coming into your bedroom as well, whichever you prefer. This bedroom door actually shuts over here as well. So just as I showed you the way it locked to that particular bathroom, it will do the same thing here, which is really nice because it gives you quite a bit of privacy even though you're right by the kitchen. So that way if somebody's trying to come in here and maybe grab a drink in the middle of the night or anything like that, you still have your private space and your quiet space here in the back. I'm going to take you towards the front, but one thing we did miss on the way is the KPI panel. There's a really nice panel here that kind of shows you where everything is working in your coach. As you can see, you can control everything from here. You can check the lights. You can actually check all of your batteries. You can check your shore power. It gives you the temperature control, which you can pair to your phone too, so you can heat it up or cool it up if you're going out into the mountains and you need to have that done. All your slides can be operated from here as well, except for the one in the very front. which is pretty great. It just makes it simple and easy because you know where everything's at. And if you ever need to go back and refine things, you just go back to the home screen and you can scroll right back through everything as well. Very, very user friendly. It works really great with your cell phone, which is great because everybody wants to be able to do things off their cell phone and make it convenient, especially if you need to check on it when you're away. Perhaps you have dogs in the coach or you're just getting hot outside and you need to cool it off. It just makes it really convenient. There is a nice fan right above the kitchen area too. I always fail to point that out, but it's such a big deal for people that love to cook because it can get really hot in here sometimes. Your air conditioning is ducted all the way through too, so you will have really good control over all the air conditioning coming in. I purposely left this up so that my camera girl wouldn't be stuck underneath it when you all came in here originally. But I'm going to go ahead and show this to you real quick just so you can see how easy this is to use. I love the bed in this because it comes down really far. I could see someone using it that's a little bit taller just because they've given you a little bit more headspace, and that ladder that we were talking about in the back attaches right here. Now you can put your blackout shades down there too at night, but it gives you quite a bit of room. So if an adult needed to stay up there, there's plenty of room. I could easily take a nap up there, which I haven't, but it looks like it'd be really comfortable if you're wanting to. It does have a Ford chassis on here, a tried and true chassis. This is such an excellent, excellent deal on this coach right now. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us. We've had it just a little bit longer than we anticipated. A lot of people like the longer coaches, but if it's just the two of you or maybe a couple with a child, you've got plenty of sleep space in here. You've got room to sleep easily, at least 5, perhaps 6, depending on the age of the child, in a small coach. The great thing with this, since it is under 36 feet, you could take this into any of the national parks and make it super easy for you to park. Since it is actually on that Ford chassis, it'd be very easy to find fuel anywhere you go to, and the length of it is perfect. You can get in almost any space that you're wanting to get into with this without having a lot of difficulties finding, perfect parking, or the larger 45-foot spaces sometimes can be hard to get into depending on when you're traveling. So this gives you lots of options. If you want to check out the options for yourself, call me. My number is 816-602-3433. Tell me if you like these colors. I really tend to like this. I'm not usually a huge fan of the white cabinets, but this particular build, I really love the color contrast in here and the floors. If there's something you would like better or something you would change about it, let me know. Maybe we can find the perfect coach for you. Once again, call us here at Transwest at 816-602-3433.